Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to completely change how you think about your business website. We'll break down how to take it from just a static page online to what should be your hardest working sales tool, a real asset that brings in customers 24/7.
All right, first things first, we've got to face a hard truth. The old way of thinking about websites, it's actively holding your business back. See, buyers have totally changed the game. They do their own research, they compare you to everyone else, and they expect to get value from you long before they ever want to talk to a salesperson. That old static brochure style site just doesn't cut it anymore. So, that begs the question, right? If your website isn't just a digital flyer that lists what you do, then what's its real job? What should it actually be doing for your business day in and day out?
And the answer is, well, it's pretty simple, but it changes everything. Your website should be your number one hardest working salesperson. I mean, think about it. It never sleeps, it never takes a vacation, and its only job is to guide potential customers from the moment they land on your site all the way to becoming a customer. Okay, so let's get into it. Section 1, making that huge shift from a passive online brochure to a dynamic, active sales tool. And this isn't just about a pretty redesign, it's about giving your website a brand new job description. Look, a modern website really only has three core jobs to do. First, it's got to generate traffic, get the right people to show up. Second, it has to engage those visitors, grab their attention, and give them a reason to stick around. And finally, and this is the big one, it has to convert those visitors into actual qualified leads for your business. And this, right here, is where so many people get it completely wrong. The whole process doesn't start with design or code or cool features. It starts with a deep, almost obsessive understanding of your customer. Who are they really? What problems are they trying to solve? What are they typing into Google at 2 in the morning? This whole buyer-first approach really boils down to three key steps. These are the foundation of everything else. You have to nail these before you even start thinking about what the site will look like. It's all about strategy before execution. First up, your value proposition. You have got to get this crystal clear. This little statement is the North Star for your entire website. Every page, every blog post, every button, if it doesn't support this one core statement, it probably doesn't belong on your site. It's that simple. And that buyer's journey we talked about, it should literally become the blueprint for your website's sitemap. You see, a sitemap isn't just a boring list of pages. It's a map that anticipates your customer's needs at every step and makes it incredibly easy for them to find the answers they're looking for. All right, section 3, you understand your buyer, you've mapped out their journey. Now what? Well, now you have to build the bridge that actually lets them find you. And that bridge is built with SEO and content. I find it's best to think of these as two different but connected things. SEO is like the technical framework, the bones of your website that help Google and other search engines find and understand you. Content, on the other hand, is the value, the stuff that helps actual humans trust you and see you as an expert. And you absolutely, positively cannot have one without the other. This quote from Kissmetrics just nails it. Great content is useless if no one can find it, and top-notch SEO is pointless if it leads people to a site with nothing valuable on it. They really are two sides of the same coin. And look, this isn't just some fluffy marketing theory. You have to actually build these fundamental SEO elements into the DNA of your site from day one. Things like meta titles, optimized headlines, and internal linking, these aren't just things you sprinkle on at the end. They're the architectural beams that hold up your entire content strategy. Okay, so people are finding you. That's great. But the job's not done. Now, your website's design has to take over. Its mission is to instantly engage people and, most importantly, guide them towards taking a very specific action. And it all starts with your homepage and what I call the blink test. You have about 3 seconds, literally the time it takes to blink, to answer a visitor's basic questions. What do you do? Who is it for? And why should I care? If you fail that test, they're gone. Click, back button, see ya. Slack's homepage is a perfect example of this done right. It's a masterclass in clarity. The value proposition is right there, front and center. But notice what's not there. A big, confusing, rotating slider. Seriously, those homepage carousels are conversion killers. They are terrible for users and terrible for SEO. Just don't use them. Next up, let's talk navigation, because this is another place where things can go so wrong. The goal here is radical simplicity. You don't need to show off every single page you have in some giant, overwhelming drop-down menu. Just focus on the absolute essentials in your main navigation and tuck all those other links away in the footer. And this leads to one of my biggest pet peeves, the Contact Us button. It is the laziest call to action in the world. Instead, you have to be specific and offer real value. Book a demo, start a free trial, download this guide. Tell people exactly what they're going to get when they click. Okay, last section. We've done all this strategic work, but how do we know if it's actually paying off? Because none of this matters if you can't measure it and prove that your website is providing a real return on your investment. So to get a sense of where you stand, it helps to look at some industry benchmarks. For B2B sites, the median time someone spends on a site is just over a minute, and the median conversion rate? A pretty sobering 2.5%. So how does your site stack up? But the real scorecard, the ultimate measure of success, is your return on investment, or ROI. You can calculate it with this simple formula. It's basically, what did you make from the site, minus what you spent on it, all divided by what you spent. Let's walk through a quick example to see how this works. Let's say your site costs you $5,000 a year, all in. It generates 180 leads for you. Your sales team is solid and they close about 10% of those leads, so that's 18 new customers. If each customer is worth $1,000, well, your site just brought in $18,000 in new revenue. So you run the numbers through that formula, and what do you get? A 260% return on investment. Now think about that. This website isn't an expense or cost center anymore. It's a profit center. That's the power we're talking about. And that really brings us to the final, crucial question you need to ask yourself. Take a good, hard look at your website right now. Is it just a passive cost center, kind of like a digital brochure just sitting there? Or is it actively working for you, generating leads and revenue, acting like your most valuable, hardest working employee? The choice, really, is yours.